Hello and welcome to the Stronghold Digital Mining Daily Update. Today is Thursday, May 4th, 2023. May the 4th be with you, as I learned today on Twitter. I guess that's a thing. In any event, today is a truly interesting day for Stronghold Digital Mining. There was a press release that came out about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just going to very briefly summarize it, but I'm going to link to the press release itself in the description. Here's what happened. Essentially, Canaan, which is, and I'm going to just quote this directly, okay? They describe themselves as the #1 publicly traded provider of Bitcoin mining infrastructure. This company is a pretty big deal, actually. They have a subsidiary called Cantaloupe Digital, if I'm not mistaken. So Cantaloupe Digital has entered into a mining, or rather a hosting agreement with Stronghold Digital Mining for about, I think it's like 400 petahash, which is a phenomenal, I think, amount of Bitcoin processing power to have hosted at what it turns out will be Panther Creek, right up the road here, which is really, really cool. And so this equipment is going to be getting installed in stages. I believe the first stage will transpire before May 15th. So that's, really soon here. And then the next stage would be in June. So not that far off either. At this point, it looks like Stronghold Digital Mining will have about 3.6 exahash of total, mining activity, so to speak, once this transaction finalizes in June. And as with other hosting arrangements which Stronghold Digital Mining has entered into, it's been a win-win situation. I'm not going to get into all the details, but, Canaan wins, Stronghold Digital Mining wins, and ultimately that's a good thing. These are the types of business arrangements that I think are really interesting. I do want to highlight a recent slide deck from Canaan's recent investor presentation. I'm going to put that on the screen right now. So take a moment, you can pause the video, and you can just take a look at this, but it gives you a little bit of insight as to Canaan's thinking as it relates to these types of activities, right? Where they begin to utilize some of their own equipment to engage in some Bitcoin mining, okay? So, okay, if you're done pausing the video, we're going to go ahead and continue right now. Okay, so hello again. All right, our stock price was up a little bit, 2-3% or so, closed at about 88 cents a share. Bitcoin itself, interestingly, is getting closer to $29,000 per coin, at least as of the time I'm creating this video at around 9:30 p.m. I'm just going to create a quick screenshot of the dashboard so I can share this on Twitter. Bitcoin priced in dollars per megawatt hour, about $92, so that's phenomenal. I'll tell you something. I'm incredibly impressed by what I'm seeing transpire here. And I think it bears mentioning that, remember back in August of 2022, we were getting lampooned by a lot of market participants. Oh, Stronghold Digital Mining, what fools. They essentially turned in a lot of their mining equipment, which I believe cost about 90 million some odd dollars, of which like $67 million, we incurred about $67 million in debt to do so. And there was this perspective that, oh my gosh, they're giving up on Bitcoin mining, they're out of the game, they're finished. Well, lo and behold, we have essentially recaptured all of the hash rate that we gave up back in August of 2022, okay, and in the process extinguished a mountain of crippling debt, okay? We extinguished all of that debt, and as of right now, we've essentially been able to recapture all of that processing power, all of that hash rate for about $15 million. Now, I knew at the time that this was like an ingenious move, but it was difficult to really communicate that with any level of enthusiasm, just given, I think, the market dynamics at the time. Right? I mean, everybody was just so, I think, feeling beat up by the fact that the stock had really cratered over the ensuing months leading up to August. There was just this sort of like a perception growing that, hey, Stronghold might be headed for bankruptcy. Remember those dark days? So, I mean, as much as I attempted to be enthusiastic in communicating just how transformative of a deal this really was at the time, I think now that we actually see the proof of just how ingenious this was, I mean, think about what that takes, though, in terms of the level of thinking from a management team to sort of, right, none of us have a crystal ball, but to be able to kind of figure out, hey, you know what? This probably makes a lot of sense. It'll help ensure our survival through the crypto winter. And given the fact that, hey, a lot of Bitcoin miners are going to get beat up, there's probably going to be a surplus of inventory out there. There's going to be opportunities to enter into win-win strategic relationships with other companies, right? Like with Canaan, that's a win-win, which is awesome. Those are the best kinds of deals. I mean, look, here we are pretty much within striking distance of, right, getting to 4 exahash of, hash rate probably by the end of this year, if not before then. And yet, not that long ago, a lot of market observers were saying, oh, these fools, these idiots, what have they done? They've given away their mining, capacity. It was an ingenious move. It was a brilliant move. Again, we have a dream team. I'm so incredibly happy that we're now starting to see tangible evidence of just how awesome of a decision that was. Kind of hard to communicate that back in August, but now that we've got some tangible evidence of just how ingenious that decision was, thank you, everyone in management. Phenomenal, really. And thank you, Canaan, for entrusting some Bitcoin mining equipment, right, to Stronghold Digital Mining. Again, it's a win-win transaction, which is the best kind. So I'm really looking forward to our investor presentation, which is 1 week from today. It'll be next Thursday, May 11th. It's scheduled for 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm looking forward to it. Our stock price continues, to sort of lag a bit, right? We're beneath $1 a share. But as the puzzle pieces slowly start to fall into place, I believe that we will see some positive momentum in the market. But you know what? If for whatever reason the market continues to assume that somehow or other Stronghold Digital Mining has lost its way and will never find its way back to cash flow positive territory, which by the way we're already there. But if for whatever reason the market is still under some sort of hallucination that Stronghold is heading for bankruptcy and isn't going to make it through the crypto winter, well, I've got news for the market. We're doing really, really well, and I have every reason to believe that this upcoming investor presentation is going to be a blockbuster. I think it's going to be really interesting, to say the least. So, okay, let's stay positive, let's be great, and I'll see you tomorrow.